everyone, Maya here from My Storybook, and welcome back to our interactive read alouds. Today's featured read aloud is Be You by Peter H. Reynolds. And now this is a very special one, my friends, because today we are going to be talking and reading a lot about you. You might recognize that name, Peter H. Reynolds, because he is a very famous author, and he has written other books that we've read together here on My Storybook. For example, he's written The Word Collector with Jerome, and he's also read Say Something, the book about using your voice to share things with the world. If you haven't read those ones yet, my friends, I highly recommend you go check them out on My Storybook. Those are some pretty fun reading adventures as well. Well, today we are reading another book by him. And as I mentioned, it's going to be a lot about you. And this book is going to remind us and inspire us to be our best selves. So you'll get a chance to talk and share about some unique facts about you that make you special and make you you. Because my friends, the most important thing is that you stay true to who you are and you don't change who you are for other people. You be proud of who you are and show yourself to the world. Alright, well before we get started, let's take a look at what's behind us. You might have noticed there is a new plant friend behind me over here. And this is my reading vine. So it's a vine, it's a plant that grows really long tendrils of leaves. And I have my reading vine with me because the other day I got to go into my classroom and grab some things from my room to bring home with me. And one of the first things I grabbed were my plant babies. And this is my reading vine that I had in my library in my classroom. So I brought it here and decided to hang it up in our reading corner over here. You'll also see some balloons in the background, kind of like the balloons on the cover of our book. And on the balloons, you'll see some words that are adjectives, words that describe me and who I am. So adjectives that I picked, these describing words that tell you about me, are kind, because I'm kind. Curious, I have a lot of questions and I'm always wondering things. Adventurous, I like to try new things, go new places. Loved, because I know there are people who love me and I love others too. And creative, because I like to make new things and paint and draw and think of new ideas. You'll also see a special little workbook here that we'll talk about at the end of our story because it's our activity that goes along with our reading. These are adjectives because in this book, we are going to be talking about different adjectives to describe you and how you can show those characteristics to the world. Share with the world and remind yourself how you are all of these amazing things. All right, my friends, because I bet you are all also kind, curious, adventurous, loved, and creative. Okay, well, for those who are new joining us, welcome to My Storybook. Here on My Storybook, we read interactive read-alouds, which means that I ask questions throughout the story so that we can talk about the book and I point out some vocabulary and some main themes and ideas. Be sure to check in every Friday because every Friday there's going to be a new reading adventure and a craft to go along with the book. So I look forward to sharing those with you. And sometimes there's even Book a Day series where we read one book every day of the week. Be on the lookout for those. All right, well, I think we're ready to get started now. Do you? Let's begin. The title of this week's featured read aloud is Be You by Peter H. Reynolds. And remember, there's only one name on the cover. That means that that person, do you remember, wrote all of the words, drew all of the pictures. They are the author and the illustrator, the writer and the drawer, or the person who created all the illustrations you're about to see. So Peter H. Reynolds is very creative, and he has some great pictures and some great words that he's written for us today. And at the top, you'll even see it says that he is the New York Times best-selling author of The Word Collector and Say Something, just like what we mentioned. So this tells us that if I liked those books, I'll probably like this book too, because he wrote those ones also. And I liked those ones, so I think we'll like this one too. Remember, my friends, if you ever agree with something, this is the sign language sign for agree. You put your fingers like this, thumb and pinky, and then you kind of point to you like, oh, I agree with that. I think so too. All right, well, let's take a look at this cover, and what do you notice? Yeah, I see a character here, and they are in a boat. That is the boat in the ocean? No, this boat is floating in the air. It looks like these balloons maybe are lifting it up. That already, my friends, seems so imaginative, right? Because You don't normally see boats in the sky. It looks like he's sailing on the clouds or on this glitter path, right? And the title, Be You. What is that all about? Seems like it's encouraging us, reminding us to be ourselves. And I see this exclamation point right here, kind of like a line and a dot on the bottom. Can you try? Line and dot. Line and dot. Shh, boom. Exclamation point means to say it loud, and in this case, I'm thinking proud. Loud and proud. So be you. You try to say that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Be you. Okay. So don't forget, be you. And how does this little character feel? Looks pretty cheerful. All right, well, let's see, my friends. I am so excited to hear and learn a little bit more about you as we read this story and see how fantastic you are. Are you ready? Okay. So here's our title page. It has our title, Be You, our author and illustrator, Peter H. Reynolds. And I see our little character here, and he's holding a picture frame, got a bird, kind of like he's framing himself, right? Like, this is me. Aww, it's a little baby. You were born to be so many things, my friends. And if I take a look at this illustration, all around the baby are some words. And these words are adjectives. Can you say adjectives? Adjectives are words that describe someone, how they are on the inside. So I see some words like strong, interesting, smart, polite, kind, so many different words on here, my friends. So these must be the so many things that we were born to be. Brave, spiritual, loving, peaceful. My friends, do any of those words describe you? Yeah, which ones did you hear? Or which ones, if you can read, fit you, describe you? Those are some good ones. So you were born to be so many things, all these different things. My friends, have you ever looked at pictures of yourself when you were a baby? Yeah, you think you were cute? Probably, right? Babies are usually cute. My wish for you, no matter where your journey leads, is for you to always be you. All right, so our author here is writing us a special message, my friends, that no matter what, wherever you go in this big world, that the wish is for you to always be you. Feel comfortable with who you are. All right, my friends, you think you can do that? Stay true to who you are and not change yourself for others? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Hope I see some thumbs up. So be you and be ready. Be ready to take that next step towards being an amazing human being. So now we're going to hear little messages about what we can do and how we can be to be our best selves. My friends, how do you get ready in the morning? What do you do to get ready to have an amazing day? Those are also very important things to do to get ready for the morning. Because my friends, when you get ready for the morning and are all set to go, that helps you have a good day because you started off the morning great too. You got ready in a good way. Let's see what's next. Be curious. So do you know what curious means? Yeah, curious means have lots of questions. Be curious. Turn every stone, ask every why, and keep digging deeply. Discover your own answers. So what does that mean? Turn every stone and keep digging deeply. What does that have to do with being curious? Yeah, they don't just mean like, oh, flipping stones and dig, dig, dig. That's another way to say when people say turn every stone is to always look for other answers. Always be curious about, well, what's underneath this stone? What can I uncover and find next? And dig deeply, that doesn't just mean like dig holes and see what's down in the ground. No, that means to always look for more information. If you learn something, we'll learn more about it. For example, the other day I read a cool fact about an octopus, but instead of just stopping there, I dug deeper and I ended up reading a whole book about octopuses. And I learned a lot more because I was curious. Has that ever happened to you, my friends? Tell me a time when you were curious and you wanted to know something more, so you found more information. Yeah. Curiosity means having lots of questions, right, my friends? What are some questions you have? Those are very curious questions. All right, and next, I like this one. Be adventurous. Live a big life. When you are ready, step outside your comfort zone. So do things that are maybe a little scary for you. Bravely explore new paths and see where they lead you to. So sometimes, my friends, it's scary to try something new or go somewhere you're not familiar with, but it can lead you to new, exciting adventures. My friends, if you could travel anywhere in the world or anywhere in the universe, where would you want to go to? Why would you go there? Wow, that sounds very adventurous. Adventurous doesn't always mean just going somewhere new, though. It can also mean trying new things, my friends. What's maybe something new you want to try? Sounds like you have a lot of adventures in store for you. Something new I want to try is going scuba diving because I love swimming and I love seeing all the fishies. Oh, this is a sweet one. Be connected. Find kindred spirits. Find people who are kind and people who are like you, similar to you, people you can connect with. Be with those who make you feel like the real you. So that means, my friends, find people to hang out with and be friends with, people who like you for who you are. If there are friends who you feel like you have to change who you are, you have to act differently around them for them to like you, I don't know if they're a really good friend. Good friends make you feel happy to be yourself and you can just be who you are around them, right? Do you have a friend like that? Someone who you can just be yourself and you are so happy around? How did you meet that friend? What a sweet story. So be connected. It can be connected to family members, friends, just people who make you feel special and that you make them feel special in return too, right? That's important that they like you for you and that you like them for them too. Kind of reminds me of Unicorn and Horse, how they liked each other in the end. Remember that story from last week? This is a good one. Be persistent. Do you know what persistent means? If not, these next words kind of give us a clue. See if you can figure it out. Keep going, never stop. Keep going, never stop. Keep going, never stop. So what do you think persistent means? Means to keep going, never stop, never give up. Persistent means you keep on fighting, you keep on trying, you don't stop, you never give up, you keep going. So even when something's hard, if you're persistent, that means you keep trying at it until you can get it. You don't give up too easily, my friends. Are you persistent? Do you always try and you don't give up? Persistence is a good thing to be. Sometimes it takes practice to keep trying and trying because it can get a little frustrating, but if you can be persistent, you can do so many things. I know something that helps me when I want to give up sometimes is to say words of encouragement to myself, like positive affirmations. For example, if I want to give up, I tell myself, I can do this. I am brave. I am strong. I have good ideas. My friends, if you ever feel like giving up, what is something positive, something good you can tell yourself to encourage yourself to keep going? That's a good one. Ooh, this is a fun one. Be different. Be silly, be quirky, so be a little strange in a fun way. Be odd, a little different. Be unique, be weird, be colorful. Be okay with being different. Be just the way you are. So this is a good one, my friends. This is the one that tells us don't be afraid to stand out from the crowd. Remember the odd dog out, that story? Kind of reminds me of that. There are so many connections to this book from other books, huh? So all these words over here, my friends, are different ways to kind of say different. So silly, quirky, odd, unique, weird, colorful. Those are all kind of words that can mean different. Let's see if you can give us an example, my friends. What's an example of you being silly? That's a silly one. How about colorful? What's your most colorful outfit, maybe? If you want to pause and go throw on your most colorful, most different, unique, silly, weird outfit, that would be so cool, my friends. I'd love to see it. Go ahead and pause if you want to. And if you put on your outfit, wow, you are so different and unique and cool and colorful. That is a very special outfit. Makes you look very you. This is a good one. Be kind and be understanding. Help those around you to be themselves. Listen, then listen some more and learn more about who they are. You want other people to accept you for you, which means you have to accept other people for who they are. When you're kind to others and understanding to others, they're kind and understanding back. And I liked this one right here. Just listen some more and to learn something about who they are. I know sometimes that it's really hard to listen. Sometimes you just want to talk and talk and talk, but listening to someone else is what helps you learn about them. My friends, are you a good listener? Well, I know in school it's very important to listen, right? To teachers and to other friends too. I'm sure you have so many examples for this one, my friends, but what was a time when you were really kind to someone else? Wow, those are all such kind things. I know that sometimes, my friends, when people are upset or sad, a good thing to help them is just to be there and listen to them if they want to talk to you. You don't have to try to fix it for them. Sometimes they just need someone to listen to them, to what they have to say. But all those acts of kindness, my friends, keep spreading them. What's something kind you think you can do today? That'd be a great kind thing to do. Ooh, be brave. Try new things. Take a deep breath. Ready, my friends? Take a deep breath in 3, 2, 1. Let it out. Take a deep breath and plunge forward. Dive forward. Take a jump into the unknown. Plunge into new experiences. It gets easier every time you try. My friends, what's something new that you've tried recently? And how did you feel when you tried that new thing? Yeah. I know that it can be kind of scary, like we've talked about, to try something new. But guess what? Every time that you feel that feeling and then you try something new anyways, it gets a little bit easier every time because you get more courage, right? You get more bravery. You begin to trust yourself more. You can do whatever it is that you try. You are strong. You are capable. You can do it. And when you have those feelings, you become more brave. We kind of talked about this a little bit before, but what's something else new that you would like to try that might require a little bravery? You'll probably have to be a little brave to try this one. Yeah. Well, I know you are brave and you can do it. This one, be your own thinker. Think for yourself and set your own unique course, your own course that's different. It isn't always easy to follow your own course, but you'll be heading in the direction of you. And take a look at this picture here. What do you notice? Yeah, there's all these people, and what do you notice about them? They're all dressed the same, exactly the same, right? Kind of reminds me of Odd Dog Out Again. Remember how everyone else looked exactly the same? They all did exactly the same thing. They're all walking, even the dog. But then there's one person over here, the odd one out, who, do they look like these people? They're dressed differently, and are they going the same way? They're being their own thinker. They're doing their own thing. This is about following others, my friends. If you see people doing the wrong thing, are you going to follow them? What should you do instead? Be your own thinker and do what you know is right. Even if everyone else is doing it, if it's the wrong thing, that doesn't mean you do it. You think for yourself and you say, no, I'm going to do the right thing. Do what's right for you. Go in the direction of you. Is there a time that you've done that, my friends, when everyone else was doing something else and you did something different? Be okay being alone. Take time to be on your own. Hear your own thoughts, your inner voice. Listen to your heart. My friends, this one is about taking care of ourselves and having time to just really focus on what we need and what we want. And what do you notice this person doing? Kind of looks like he's meditating, right? Meditating means when you sit very still and you're calm, your eyes are closed. Can you try it, my friends? Close your eyes. Sit still and calm. Slow, deep breaths. And you're kind of relaxed. Your body is relaxed and you're just thinking. You can hear your thoughts. Sometimes if you're feeling really stressed or upset or confused about something, you're feeling kind of icky inside, if you just slow down and calm down, relax, it helps you think and kind of try to figure out what you need. What are some ways that you take care of yourself? And this is now reminding me of the Good Egg book where the egg tries to take care of himself. What are some things that help you take care of you, that make you feel good? Yeah, those are some great ideas. I like to take a bath sometimes, or I like to take a walk. Listening to music also helps me take care of myself. Do you like to listen to music, my friends? What kind of music makes you feel happy and good? Those are good songs. Well, remember, it's okay to be alone sometimes. If you need some alone time, don't be afraid to take it. You don't have to be with people all the time. If you need some time by yourself, that's healthy. This one can be hard. Be patient. This is what I'm working on, my friends. Are you patient when there's something you want or you need? Do you wait for it really well? It can be hard, right, to wait. But I know that usually if you're patient and you wait for things, good things happen. Being more you takes some time. Take a deep breath and relax. Let your future unfold at its own pace. It will be worth the wait. Have you heard that before, my friends? People say, it'll be worth the wait. Because usually the really good things, the best things in life, you do have to wait for and be patient for. When you rush through things, my friends, it usually doesn't end up as good, right? Have you ever rushed to do something and then it wasn't as great as it could have been? Yeah, what happened? Yeah. But if you're patient and you wait for things, some good things can happen. Well, what are some things that maybe you're waiting for now that you have to be patient for and you're waiting for now? Things you're looking forward to that you have to wait for. Those sound like very exciting things. And I bet you if you're patient, then those exciting things can happen. What do you notice here? Looks like this little one needs help and they're helping save them. Be okay reaching out for help. When you need a helping hand, a compassionate ear, so someone kind who will listen to you and understand and feel for you. If you need a compassionate ear, an encouraging word, someone to help you feel better, reach out, my friends. It can be hard to ask for help because sometimes we don't want other people to think we need help. We want to be able to do things on our own. But if we need help, it's important that you ask for it. My friends, what's something you can say if you do need help? Yeah, use your words. Say, I need help, or can you help me right now? Or I could really use some help, or I could really use some advice on what to do next. My friends, I want you to think, who is someone or some people who you can ask for help from? People you trust and feel comfortable asking for help. Yeah. I know people I would ask for help for are my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and I have some friends, a few friends who I would feel comfortable asking for help. And I know that they would help me and they'd help me feel better. Can you remember a time when you needed help and you asked for help? Yeah, what happened? I'm glad you asked for help. Hey, this picture looks familiar. What does this remind you of? The cover of our book. Makes me think that we're getting near the end of the story. As you voyage, as you travel out into the world, remember, you ready? Remember this. No matter what, you will always be loved. Okay, my friends, so as you go out and try new things, do all those new, brave, adventurous things, don't forget that you are loved. And my friends, who are some people who love you, that you know no matter what, those people will always love you? Yeah. And isn't that such a special feeling to know that no matter what, there's someone out there who will always love you and care for you? And it also works both ways, my friends. Who are some people that you will always love no matter what? That's special for them too, to be loved by you. Our last page, our last special message. You are ready, my friends. So go ahead, be you. Be very, very you. And how does this person feel right now? Excited, happy, proud. And I know because they're standing with their arms up and their legs are apart and they seem very happy and proud to be who they are. My friends, can you stand like this person? Throw your hands up, legs apart, standing up straight. That's kind of like a proud pose, right? A power pose. When I stand like this, I feel very powerful and strong, like I can do anything I want to do and need to do. Huh. So if you're ever feeling maybe a little nervous about something, just stand like this and be like, I can do it. All right, my friends. Well, remember, you are ready to be very, very you. The end. What an inspiring read. Inspiring means that it makes you want to go out and do great things. It makes you feel really good about yourself and what you want to do next. Do you feel like that, my friends? Well, what was one of your favorite parts of this story? What was one of your favorite adjectives that we learned about? Yeah. I liked the adventurous one because I like going on new adventures with family and friends. But I also liked the one about being okay with being alone because I know that's important too, to take care of yourself. Well, I hope, my friends, that you connected, that you felt like these words described you too, because trust me, you are all of these things. If you feel like you're not, you can be. All of these things are things you can practice. You can practice being adventurous and brave and persistent, never giving up. My friends, after reading this, gave us some ideas of some adjectives. What are some adjectives you would use to describe you? Some words, and you can use words from our story too. Those are great adjectives. Wow. Those are awesome words to describe you. And my friends, remember, be proud to be yourself, but also encourage others to be themselves too. Help others be their best selves and be true to who they are. And that kind of leads us into our activity that goes along with this book. So you might have noticed here that this activity book looks a lot like the cover of our book. And that's because for this week's craft, you are going to make your very own Be You workbook, where you're going to be able to make, my friends, your own book that's just like this one, except it's actually all about you. And you'll notice that all the pages in the book are exactly like the pages in this book. They match. For example, the cover looks like the cover. Be you, and then you put your name. So I put my name here instead of be you. I said be Maya, and then I drew a picture of me on the boat. And then this page is kind of just like the first page in the book. I was born to be so many things, and I have a little picture of me as a baby. And there's lots of different pages that match with the story. Remember this one, be ready, and I get to list how I can get ready for an amazing day. This one, be different. So remember, be unique. I stand out from the crowd, where there's a bunch of butterflies that all look the same. And then there's the one that stands out from the crowd. And there's other pages too, like be okay with being alone. Remember this one, and I can report all the different things I like to do to take care of myself. One of my favorites, be adventurous, and have all these arrows of places I want to go and things I want to try. My friends, this is a very special activity book that you can use to remind you of how special you are and record all the things that make you you. And again, it matches just with the book. So all of the words we talked about and all the pages we talked about in this story are in this workbook too. And it's like you're writing your very own book about you. So if you're interested in checking this out, my friends, you can find the template to download on the link below on my blog, MaiStoryBook. And there you'll also find some other reading resources. You can find other craft ideas for other books. And you can find some vocabulary and main things from our story. If you do make your own activity books, my friends, or want to share some adjectives about you or your own reading adventures, please reach out to me on MaiStoryBook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, on the blog. All of those media links can be found down below. You can also send me emails. I love hearing from you and hearing all about your own exciting adventures. Well, we are coming to the end of today's reading adventure. Remember, new reading adventures come out every Friday, so make sure you check back in on Fridays, and I will have a new story to share with you that we can talk about together. But until that next time, my friends, I hope that you remember to be you, help others be themselves too. I hope you're staying safe and healthy with your family and friends at home. I know it's a very strange, sometimes scary time, my friends, but remember that you are strong, you are capable, and that you will get through this with your family and friends. You can all do it together, all right? Well then, until our next reading adventure, I hope you have plenty of reading adventures of your own, and happy reading!